have been talking here in the audience, and so many of us have had our heads so buried in O.J. Simpson news that we're ready for juice of another kind. How about some juicy gossip today, folks? Missing a load of good old gossip watching that trial, and the Gossipmongers have been watching it too. We are going to talk about OJ with our Gossipmongers today because I want to find out if he's ever going to have a normal social life. I want to find out what happened in Trump Tower recently with OJ, and I want to know if he's ever going to get a good table at a restaurant. But we're going to talk about OJ a little bit, but there's a lot more going on too, folks. We're going to ask Janet Charlton from Star Magazine, Michael Lewittes, who writes for the New York Daily News, and Flo Anthony from the National Examiner. Welcome, Gossipmongers.
Thank you.
Have been swirling and all the gossips around in the O.J. Simpson stuff too, but before we get to O.J. and get some juice on that, so to speak, what have we been missing? What's been going on while we've been so buried?
Okay,
Go on, Janet.
I want to tell you something about Whoopi Goldberg and her marriage. You know, she and her husband, Lyle Trachtenberg, have barely been married a year, and they've been having problems, I'll be honest. And I'll tell you what's going on. You know, Whoopi's been away making movies back to back. The guy never sees her. He told friends when he got married he didn't know his wife would be gone permanently. We see him in restaurants in Santa Monica eating all by himself. He goes to work every day. Well, now he has moved his stuff out of Whoopi's $10 million house.
What does he do?
Back into his one-bedroom apartment.
He's a union, in charge of one of the unions.
For the film unions. You know, he makes sure that all the contracts are signed. So he has to be in Hollywood. He can't travel all the time. Now he sends Whoopi flowers on the set. He calls her all the time, but things are just not working out. That's why he moved out. But they are both still wearing their rings, and he says that he hopes to, when she finally does come home, that they can work something out. But you know, both of them are big flirts. He constantly has women hitting on him. He's in the gym pumping, and these girls come up drooling. And Whoopi, you know, actually she was seen in New York having dinner with some kind of an attractive man. I don't know who it was.
Oh, it was probably a business dinner.
Well, I think it was pretty
she's making a movie with all these basketball players, so it could have been one of them. She's making a movie with John Seeley and, you know, all kinds of folks. So.
Well, she was actually also seen at a movie with Frank Langella, and she kind of had her hand on his lap, and it wasn't because the seats were so close, and he kind of had his hand on her lap.
Watch whose hand and lap you're matching around here. Speaking of unions that have broken up, what is the deal with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown?
Well, no, let me tell you about last night.
Oh, let's sit down.
Bobby was at the Platinum Club in Atlanta. He had a bottle of Moet, was on the mic and said, "I want all you ladies to know I am single." He kept getting up on the microphone and saying that. But what makes things worse, you know, he was in this bullet flying thing the other week where his friend got killed. Somebody stole someone's purse at the nightclub last night in Atlanta, and a person went to get the gun whose husband it was. So again, there was going to be a gun battle outside because then friends of Bobby's went to get guns, but the police came and broke it all up.
All these guns around.
Now, and Whitney's not too happy about that first car that was shot up.
The Rolls Royce?
The Bentley.
The Bentley.
That's a $295,000
you know
car,
what,
which is in her name.
It's in her name,
and
but
she was going to give it to him.
Michael, she did give it to him. The reports on that car are wrong. That was her first wedding anniversary gift to Bobby, even though it's still in her name.
It's still not technically
but
in her name.
But was his.
She's going to have to fight the legal battle because they're going to say, hey, whose car does this belong to?
This girl got $100 million.
Take the car with the bullets in it.
Yeah, I heard. Now, Flo, I heard that bullet that killed that guy was actually meant for Bobby. It was someone who was after him for an uncollected debt that he's apparently owed, and that's why he's been hiding out a lot lately, really scared out of his wits.
Night. But I think we will never know. We will never know who that bullet was meant for. I mean, the guy was shot around 4 times. So, I mean, it was meant for a lot of people. I've never quite.
I think Whitney deserves better.
Yeah.
I think she deserves better. Now let's get back to this deal. what are you guys hearing in the gossip world that we don't hear? Like, for instance, with OJ. Surely there was a lot going on after he canceled that interview with NBC. That's all people are talking about. Is there some other little tidbit that you can tell us that we hadn't heard already?
It was really the wrongful death lawsuits. You know, Johnny Cochran was out of town for the weekend. He got back, and everybody was losing their minds. And, you know, as fast as he pulled into it, he pulled out of it.
Right.
And he still has to face these things. Anything he said could have been used against him.
I understand. I got to take a quick break, but I understand something happened with Trump Tower recently after this. I want to hear the gossip on that and what the swirl of rumor is in his own neighborhood. I'd like to hear about that, too. When we come back, we're going to talk more about OJ and some other celebrities as well, like Roseanne and Madonna. And we've got to know what's happening over there in London with the British royal family. It's all on today's Rolonda, so stick around. Hey, everybody. We're reading a new book on the scene here. Welcome back to the Gossip Show. This is Iron Rose. Do you love birds? We're back here reading this, right?
Yes.
You want to hear something? Yes, yes. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't refer to the lady who helped write this book, Cindy Adams, as the queen of gossip. She's also the author of this book, Iron Rose, the story of Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy and her dynasty. Welcome, Cindy Adams.
Thank you.
Reading this, even the book smells like a rose.
Yes, it's drenched in rose water. This way, in case anybody wants to say the book stinks, I can't argue.
Cindy, we know
smeller.
We know you have a bunch of gossip. Come on and jump in this conversation. We're all just saying we've been missing a lot of gossip watching OJ, and we're trying to catch up on what's been happening in Hollywood and all over. But we couldn't help but ask, what have you guys heard in the gossip world that we might have missed? Janet, you want to start with this with OJ?
I think it was interesting. Remember that he was contacting Donald Trump about buying an apartment in Trump Tower.
Right.
Now, Donald was very cordial to him openly, but in fact he really had no intention of ever doing so because he was really worried about security in the building if OJ moved in. Plus the tenants were absolutely kicking up a huge fuss. They said no, with the security problems, values will go down, we don't want it, it's not going to happen. I can tell you it's not going to happen.
Cindy, will he ever get a good table
Listen,
in a restaurant?
I'll tell you it ain't going to happen because it ain't so. He never made the call. Donald sends out those little things for everybody.
Right.
Princess Di was going to move in there. Fergie was going to move in there. Queen Elizabeth was going to move in there.
Wait, no, let me
Rose Kennedy, who's dead, was going to move in there.
She's right. No, Cindy is absolutely right. OJ's apartment in Bristol Court, not far from here, it's on the market, but he's getting ready to take it off the market. And that building is every bit as lovely as Trump Tower, so it wouldn't even make any sense.
Secure as Trump Towers.
It's even much more. It's probably more secure than Trump Tower because it's on a courtyard. There's tons of doormen and
might he be carrying a new bride over that threshold?
No way.
Well, if she does, I hope her family has taken out life insurance on her.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not married.
She's not. So you're saying he's not? There were no plans to marry Paula Barbieri?
No plans. She spoke to a friend of mine yesterday. She's off to Italy. She is not romantically involved with the guy. She doesn't intend to be anymore. She cares for him as a friend. She'll stay by his side, but that's it. They are not getting married.
Paula's family is so terrified of her getting with OJ that they've been telling her to stay away from him. And believe me, OJ is hurting. Suddenly, he's feeling abandoned by everybody at the same time. He thought when he got out of jail, maybe there would be some people that
I'm getting diabetes from this about him.
Despondent. Right now, he's extremely depressed about everything because it's all hitting him. His friends in Hollywood are deserting him. His agency dropped him. Making money seems much more difficult than
Cindy,
it did
let me
before.
ask you this. If you
Killing
had
people
gotten
is
that,
really rude, you know. It's
if you had gotten that interview, Cindy Adams, what question would you have asked OJ?
What would I have asked him?
Yeah.
I'd like to have asked him what his alibi was for that night. Where was he going with $10,000 in a disguise? Why was he schlepping away in a Bronco when he had nothing to run from? I'd ask him a lot of things.
I'd ask him, where did you put the murder weapon? That's my one question.
Flo, what would you ask?
I see, as everybody knows, I believe that he's innocent, so I don't know. First of all, and I would ask him, you know, what do you really plan to do? And you need to sit down and get a game plan rather than running up your phone bill with all these crazy calls. I mean, you know, what do you really plan to do?
Right, that is curious, but we have talked about OJ. For those of you who are tired of talking about OJ, we've got plenty more celebrity gossip coming. We're gonna move on. When we come back, we're gonna hear the juiciest tidbits from Cindy's book on Rose Kennedy and her dynasty, and we're going to hear from Princess Diana's former housekeeper is going to join us. She's going to tell us why the fairy tale marriage of the decade dissolved into one long tabloid headline. God, how many of us remember that scene? We'll be right back.
So did you like that segment? If so, hit like. And if you're enjoying this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted upon our next upload. Hey y'all, just a quick reminder to those of you who are dreaming of a voice acting career that my voice acting masterclass is going to kick back up very soon. So I hope that you will go to Rolonda.com, ROLONDA. Go check it out. It'll give you all the details and set up a discovery call. I'd love to talk with you and see if you may be a good candidate for the masterclass. Hey, listen, you've always thought about it. You've always known you have a tremendous voice. Come on and let's put that voice to work. Come on to Rose Vocal Gym and let's see what you can do. My class is really about breaking down and working those scripts, building delicious characters and building that confidence within yourself. And listen, you never know what you can do. You'll never know how good you are unless you try. And let's get you in my next masterclass coming up very soon.
Gossip today. We've got some of the best in the business giving us some good little tidbits on stuff.
Your jacket. Where do you get the jacket?
You like this jacket?
I love the jacket.
My whole suit was made by Christopher Hunt, a designer friend of mine.
Bottom part I don't care about. Where do you get the jacket? That's gorgeous.
The jacket it was made by Christopher Hunt, a designer friend.
You want to sell it?
Do I want to sell it?
Yeah, I mean I like the jacket.
Good gossip.
They're not paying me, so I figured maybe I could get the jacket.
Get the jacket. We'll talk, Cindy. We'll talk.
Right, okay.
Cindy, you are the only person I've ever known who slept in Lincoln's bedroom.
She doesn't mean while he was here. You don't mean that, do you, sweetheart?
No. What, were you really in the White House sleeping in the bed?
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly sleep there, but I was in the Lincoln bedroom, yeah.
So give us some gossip.
What did you do?
What did you do in there? Most people would love to go to the bedroom and not sleep.
Trying to tell him the rest of the show he missed at Ford Theater.
Oh, God.
Oh, what am I doing? Listen, I'm tired. Leave me alone.
But do you have any White House gossip? Tell us what those Clintons are up to.
Hillary said that she is sorry everybody's picking on her about her hair. She says it's the only thing she has control over these days. She bought her some tables from wherever she was just. Where was she?
Beijing and China.
Yeah. No, that's not where. Somewhere else in Africa, someplace. She bought tables and Mongolia. Yeah, Mongolia. She bought Mongolian sweaters for the president. I knew you'd want to know. I mean, when I have information, it's top draw.
Well,
the weekend though, they were at Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen's wedding. However you pronounce her last name. Steenburgen. Yeah, the Clintons were there.
But you know, Hillary is really withdrawn from seeming to have control in the White House and making decisions. she's backed away from that because they're afraid President Clinton won't be elected a second time if Hillary is that important and that controlling. So it's interesting the way you'll see her doing more feminine things. She goes shopping now instead of attending meetings with the president.
And for this controllable hair, when she went to Beijing in China, she didn't take a hairdresser, which is very interesting. She just did it herself. I'm a Hillary Clinton fan. I watched her with some kids once, and you know, I was sitting there and they were like that close to me, and I was really impressed how she handled these little children out, you know, in an urban area.
Now, what's going on with Liz and Larry? Liz is going in for her third hip replacement. We only have 2 hips. What is going on here?
It's not bad. I have to tell you that we have very good signs here because people have been saying, actually, Larry told some people, don't believe what you read in the papers. It's not completely over. While he's moved out and he's living in a trailer somewhere, he says that he's hoping when Liz heals up again and gets things straightened out, you know, she has a therapist coming to her house for psychotherapy too, because she's been very depressed and moody. She's been a mess when she's sick. He's hoping that they will patch it up. It's not over.
Listen, I don't think we should really knock Elizabeth Taylor, Hilton Wilding, Todd Fisher, Burton, Warner, 410.
I love it when she does that.
It has like a nice ring to it, doesn't it? It may be that she's had 8 marriages, but it's only her first construction worker. We have to look at it that way. And the reason, I'll give you the real reason that they broke up.
Why?
He finished the shelves.
Oh, Cindy!
Cindy! What do you say, sir?
This is for Cindy.
God.
Out of all the gossip you be picking up, are you aware of being hurting their feelings or being sued by that star?
No, I have never been sued. I have never been close to it, thank the Lord. I amuse. I don't abuse. I never harm anybody. It's only fun.
In your book, Cindy,
However, if I don't get her jacket.
you still want the jacket. We'll talk about the jacket later. But tell me about Rose Kennedy. In your book, you say she wanted to be president.
She died with that one unfulfilled wish. Yes, she would have wanted to be the first woman president. Rose was born from a political family. Her father was mayor of Boston, Honey Fitz. And in those days, you got elected no matter what. I mean, dead people in Staten Island voted for him, you know. He was the mayor of Boston. So she had politics in her veins. She would have wanted to be the first woman president. And failing that, Rolonda, she said it would be her grandchild. And we all said, John? She said, no, Caroline.
Caroline.
She would have expected Caroline to be the next Kennedy
Are
president.
Caroline and John Jr. having a little riff? Are they get along?
I hear that they are. I heard they have a little rift over his magazine because Carolyn thinks that he's telling too much about the family secrets.
Oh.
That he shouldn't be so personal in his recollections. She says, you know, what we have with our family is private. And I guess he even got an offer to write a book about memoirs of his family, and she is absolutely horrified. He hasn't even turned it down yet. I doubt if he'll do it, but he's
Let's just
actually
hope he's
thinking
on the
about
cover.
it. He's starting to enjoy writing and communicating with people in such a way that it's all different since he started this magazine.
I want to know, is she or is she not pregnant, Melanie Griffith? Before you answer the question, when we come back, we're also... Tell me some other gossip we're going to hear about when we come back. Real quick, about who?
You talk about Madonna. Everybody likes that.
Madonna?
Yeah.
Is that who you want to hear about?
Madonna.
Madonna. So we'll hear about Madonna when we come back. We're also going to find out some of the dish on some of the supermodels and the latest TV talk from the sets of Friends and that good one, Central Park West. So stick with us. We'll be back with more dish after this.
Hey, don't forget to pick up a copy of my romance suspense novel, Destiny Lingers. It's endorsed by Dr. Maya Angelou, and ooh, is it juicy good. It's about an investigative news reporter who's checking out every story in New York except the one about her own marriage until she finds a long strand of red hair stretched across her husband's bed pillow, and the only one she knows with red hair is her best friend. Well, you know where that's going to lead, but you don't know how it's going to end, so check it out. You can pick it up on Amazon or your favorite bookstore can order it, and also I can read it to you in Audible. Yep, check it out today. Destiny Lingers for you. Now, let's get back to the show.
Now, if you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolonda, well, please call us. with Janet Charlton, Michael Lewittes, Flo Anthony, Cindy Adams, and just joining us now, George Wayne, who is a contributing editor for Vanity Fair and Allure magazines. George, you're looking good in that green. Do you guys like this? While we're talking about clothes we like, do you like this suit or what? Oh! Look at the shoes. Who made your suit?
Darling, I'm clad in Gucci from head to toe.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci. Oh my God. Now, George, let me tell you, if anybody knows what's going on with the supermodels and in the fashion world, it is George Wayne, and he's got some good ones. But before we get to you, George, is Melanie Griffith pregnant?
Yes, she's bracing down the world.
If she's not,
I'll tell you what Melanie's
She's pregnant. I mean, she wore that dress.
Wait a second.
The Desperado dress she had on, which was the most serenest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You saw that white satin dress, the white satin dress. Her picture was in Star magazine. First of all, she does have a big tummy and always has had one. I've seen it before up close. So I always noticed that from a side. She doesn't have a great stomach. And she says she's now filming Lolita, you know, down in North Carolina. And she told people there, she said, I'm so embarrassed. I saw those pictures. Now I'm going to the gym every day. She said, I want a baby with Antonio, but she's not pregnant now. She says. I think it was just her tummy.
Pregnant. I really think
I
she
don't
is.
think she is.
To be or not to be?
But she's
That is the
trying.
question. And what is your
What's
question?
your vote?
I'd like to know what's going on with Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Well, first of all, she's being sued for $5 million by a film company. She was supposed to make this other movie, and God, I just wrote it. I don't have the name of it with me, instead of Barbed Wire. But Tommy Lee, her husband, advised her to nix that deal and take the Barbed Wire deal because it was a better deal. Now that film company is suing her and reports her that Barbed Wire is the pits. So his advice is not good.
What is the deal with Oprah and Stedman? Are they ever going to get married? Are they living together, or he just doesn't
I'll
want her?
tell you what, my prediction is that she's going to try to have a baby in the next 2 years that she's in Chicago. That's her main goal right now.
Have a baby or adopt a baby?
She's seeing a fertility expert, and if she gets pregnant, she and Stedman will get married right away. He's given her kind of a time limit. He said he's tired of waiting.
I heard word that she was looking for a house in California.
Yeah.
Are there rumors of that?
Before she
looked
signed
at
her
4
deal.
houses at $5 to $8 million a piece. One in Bel Air, one in
Brentwood?
Palisade Pacifics, and one in Brentwood. Yes.
Is that maybe because of an interest in movies, or because
That's
maybe
what I
the
think, that she might, you know, she wants to pursue this movie career.
What's your question?
You know anything about Martin Lawrence?
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Martin!
Can I tell George that I love him on Central Park West?
George Wayne!
Oh, he's
Cindy,
marvelous.
that is very mean.
Why is that mean?
Well, I do have a cameo, which I actually was supposed to have been on last night, but it ended up on the cutting room floor.
No!
Yes.
Cindy!
The segment was 6 minutes too long. That's what I was told. I mean, and so I'll get back on.
It happens to the best of us.
Exactly. I know how Cindy Crawford feels.
So really quickly, anything else about Martin Lawrence?
Yes, well, of course, his wife is expecting a baby. Should be due any minute. And then he's got a new movie that's going to come out, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. He directed it and also stars Bobby Brown and my friend Lynn Whitfield. And he was sick over the summer. He was just exhausted, but he's feeling better now.
Yes, sir.
Well, I had enough of O.J. Simpson already. I want to know what's going on with Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio
I like the way you
Banderas.
say that.
I know what's going on with you. Antonio
You
Banderas.
look like him? Is that because you look like him?
You do have that Banderas kind of look.
Thank you.
And what is the latest
He's
with
the
that?
hottest. He's the hottest guy in
Cindy had a big
right now.
column on him today.
His wife is not willing to give him a quickie divorce, but also Antonio Banderas is not looking to get a quickie divorce either. He is having fun. He is possibly having reached all he needs with Melanie. We're not saying he's not crazy about Melanie. We are not saying that. But we are saying he's very bright, and he may have gone as far as he thinks he
I think
needs
the
to
whole
go.
relationship
Also,
with
she's
Melanie was
creeping
just-
all over him.
It was just another step, you know, as far as his Hollywood assimilation.
Yeah, he used
You know,
her.
it's
Because
about a
nobody
stepping
knew who he
stone.
was.
Antonio Banderas no es un buen hombre.
She speaks 10 languages.
I mean, he came to New York and was messing with, you know, propositioning girls at strip clubs. He was with another woman out in the Hamptons. So
He's Latin. He can't help him.
Now.
cliche, so what? Kill him.
Latin lover number 4.
I understand that Dionne Warwick made more money than you will ever believe on the Psychic Network. I understand Patricia Arquette and Nicolas Cage are having trouble. And goodness, I wonder what John Travolta's up to. And guess which celebrity's coming up with a new perfume. All of that up next. We're also going to introduce you to a former royal housekeeper. She's sweeping the dirt out from under Charles and Diana's royal rugs. And we're going to get to see it when we come back. There's something worth talking about on Rolonda. They're facing moral dilemmas.
She told me basically everything I needed to know the truth that he was having an affair.
You know, if you want to keep this job, I think you better be a little bit more friendly.
I distributed marijuana brownies to people with AIDS.
What would you do if you were in their place? Moral dilemmas. It's something worth talking about on the next Rolonda. Had an incredible job. She was the housekeeper to Prince Charles and Princess Diana from 1985 to 92, and you know how much happened in those years. Well, she has compiled her experiences in this book, which, by the way, has been banned in Britain. I want you to meet Wendy Berry. Nice to have you. Wendy, I must admit that's the first time I've introduced someone who's the author of a book that's been banned in an entire nation. I mean, what in the world did you say?
Well, of course, you know, I did live very closely with them because I was the housekeeper for the country home. So they were off duty when they were with us. Mm-hmm. So we saw all the, you know, the goings on and the weepings and the arguments and the crying. But having written this book, last week the Prince again has taken out an injunction against me. Mm-hmm. So I can't go back to Britain at the moment.
You can't go home?
I can't go home, and he also wants all the money that I make, so what's he going to do with it? Yes, from the book.
Well, do you think that's fair, Wendy?
From me, yes.
What do you think that's fair?
No, I don't think it's fair, because if you go into a bookshop, you can buy books about the royals that have been written by people that have never met them. Mm. So why shouldn't I be allowed to?
Wendy, you probably... So, of all the things that you saw and you heard, one thing that you will never forget that you want us to know is what?
Is what? Well,
what, Wendy?
I can tell you about, of course, you know, I knew about what was going on intimately with the Prince and Princess. Well, I think the Princess wanted a very happy marriage, which of course she didn't have, because the Prince, before he was married, had a very close friendship with Camilla Parker Bowles. Now, he says that for a time that didn't continue, but it did very much so. And he used to go and visit her from Highgrove, and she used to come to Highgrove. So if that's going on. Mm-hmm. Now, the Princess, of course, was being sick. She had bulimia.
Right. Did people know she was bulimic?
Well, yes, I could tell that she was being sick. I didn't know at that time how serious it was. Mm-hmm. But perhaps if you're...
bulimia is.
Bulimia is when you eat as much as you can, you gorge, and then the next thing you go and you throw it all up again.
It's an eating disorder.
It's an eating disorder that you do continually. But then perhaps if your husband was continually going down the road to meet someone else, it might make you sick, mightn't it?
Yeah. What is this with a panic button in the room?
The panic button. Well, of course, we had them in all the rooms, and they were in the bedrooms as well, and little red buttons. Now, there was an incident. If these are pressed, then the police dash into the room because, of course, they think someone's being attacked. Mm-hmm. Now then, it's night. The panic button goes off. So the detectives rush into the bedroom. The Prince of Wales is being attacked. He wasn't being attacked, she was. They were making love. Ew. And she had just
by George, I think they've got it. Okay.
So, get out. out.
The
Get
one and only
out.
time they made love ever.
You're right.
Well, we know twice. They have 2 kids.
All right, twice. Well, no,
At
one was
least-
artificial insemination. I know for a fact.
Oh,
So what about this guy, James Hewitt? Any word about whether Princess Di is having an affair, had an affair?
well, of course, James Hewitt was a very attractive young man, and she started having riding lessons. Now, she hadn't ridden since she was a child
me.
because she was frightened of horses.
So I wonder what old Dionne Warwick and all her friends in the Psychic Network would say about this. Apparently, they've been talking a lot of
whole
millions
bunch.
of dollars.
Yeah, I understand that it's the #1 infomercial. It's amassed almost $100 million, making her one of the richest women in television.
Amazing.
And that she's leaving the psychic line and getting a syndicated radio show.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Dionne,
Go
you
on,
go, girl. We'll be back with more in a minute.
How many more of these?
There's something worth talking about on Rolonda. I remember my first love's name was Keith. Hey, we're reuniting first loves on the next Rolonda. Okay, come on. Yeah. All of you guys are nurses. Look at this. All these registered nurses to be from Beth Israel Hospital, saving lives, folks. I appreciate you. Nice to have you at the show. But you wanted to ask them. I know they talk around that hospital, don't they?
Yeah, we do.
You do. All you gossiping up in there. Not in the emergency room, though, right?
No. I just wanted to know more about Mike Tyson.
Yeah. What do you know about Mike
I have
Tyson?
a funny story about Mike Tyson. I heard that, that new book came out about him, and it talks about his big flings with Naomi Campbell in the backseat of a limousine. They used to have this, whole little setting they would arrange, and have this wild sex together.
Does that surprise you? Don't you know that Naomi loves
No,
it?
but it surprised Prince Albert, I'll tell you that. Prince Albert has been, keeping company a little bit with Naomi.
And renting
And she
limousines.
would love to be in the royal family. I don't think, it was a
Wait, are you telling me Naomi Campbell is still messing around with Mike Tyson?
Well, no, that's
yeah,
before,
she's
but what
back
I'm
doing
getting
it
ready
again.
to tell you, she is messing around with Mike
Yes.
Tyson again.
She is again?
Yeah, rumor has it
rumor
that
has
she's
it.
been to Cleveland 3 times.
But Naomi's
it's a big
actually
secret,
grown-
too.
I was talking to Naomi at a party, and it was so bizarre to me to watch one of the most beautiful women in the entire world talking about trying to get a date. I'm sitting up there going you Naomi, So now that Mike's out, she's happy, she's dating.
She's actually dating a film producer.
Also, he's
Also.
an Italian film
Yeah,
producer.
she's dating a film producer. But the thing with Naomi,
Mike for
Not
excitement.
I wish these chatterboxes would give me a chance. Have something profound, significant.
Wait, look, he said, I put my Gucci on head to toe. I'm going to be on TV today.
Thank you. Hello. Get one more load.
So, George, go on. What?
The thing with Naomi Campbell is she uses, if Naomi's working on a record, she's dating a record producer. When she's working movies and film and television, she dates a film producer. She gets around. She knows how to work it. The power
Opportunistic
of,
is the word.
you know it? Pum pum.
Why does she do... They say, why does she do it? Because she can. Because she can. We also wanted to know about who's the celebrity who's got a new perfume coming out?
Julia Roberts is going to do a new scent.
That should cause quite a stink. Just kidding. Just kidding, Julia. No. But go on. So she's coming out with a new perfume.
She's coming out with a new perfume, yeah.
A lot of celebrities do that. Is that
Pesci, I don't know if I'd want to smell that one.
Pesci?
Yeah, Pesci.
Any idea what the name of
Well,
Julia's?
it means fish. Who would want that one?
No. I'm not sure. Isabella Rossellini, I think she's getting her own scent too in the fall.
Yeah.
Do they make a lot of money doing that or
They
something?
make a lot of money.
Some of them do. I mean, Elizabeth Taylor makes a lot of money from her Tide perfume. So.
Nicolas Cage, Patricia Arquette,
The
already.
worst best man in America.
You
Nicolas
say
Cage.
it's over?
I think it's pretty much over
Yeah.
because they've really been apart. It really kind of fell apart at the seams, their marriage. And they didn't want to admit it, but they are living separately now. And I think they'd both like to see it work because they really like each other, but they married so fast, they
It was a
hardly know what
quickie.
hit them.
It was a quickie
Yeah,
marriage.
they didn't have time to adjust
They liked each other years ago,
and they figured it would
thought-
still be the same.
And it
but
wasn't.
No
sometimes
sizzle,
it's
just
not the same.
fizzle, right?
Yeah.
What do you say, sir?
Yeah, I have a question for Janice Charlton. Any got entertainment news on Frank Sinatra and Queen Latifah.
Are they supposed to be dating?
I mean, is Sinatra's going to retire?
A duet,
They're going to remain friends.
Is Sinatra going to retire in show business?
Oh yeah, he's out of business now. He absolutely is. He really.
Well, I heard that he's in fraying health.
Yeah, he's in very fit. Sometimes he forgets what he's doing.
And his hearing.
Yeah.
God bless him. God bless him. What a treasure.
And
Yes,
Queen
ma'am.
Latifah's starting her own basketball league. She wants to start an NBA for women. She had a
All right.
yeah.
I understand that Michael Michelle on Central Park West is a big basketball player.
Yeah.
Michelle, she's great.
Yeah, she's a wonderful
That's why you
girl.
see that stomach she has?
Ooh, she's
Taut.
a gorgeous girl.
I'm having a party with her. I'll invite you.
Okay, I'll be there. Okay. Yes.
I would just like to know, where do you get your sources from?
Ooh, everywhere. Like people sitting in audiences.
Cindy tells me.
Look at Cindy. Look at Cindy blinking. Cindy, who are your sources?
Oh, I would lie no matter what you asked me. I would lie.
No, they're hairdressers, they're makeup artists, they're limo drivers, they work in restaurants, they work in newsstands. You just never know.
Everywhere.
Who's gonna be a
How do
great
you
source.
confirm the
Everybody is a
information you
potential
hear?
source.
Because a lot of
And there's
people are
a lot
saying
of money to be made.
Yeah, a lot of people are concerned that you're just hearing these things from people who might have a vendetta against somebody where it may not be true. How do you confirm that what you're saying is really true?
You call
Double
everyone.
check.
You call
Everyone.
everyone. Anyone who's knows them, who's sat next to them, who works with them, who's their best friend, was their best friend, who may be their best friend. You call everyone.
Right. Wow. Has any of you broken news or given gossip that you later regretted ever saying?
I think the only story, well, of course, I regretted a story that I didn't actually write, that, there was a lawsuit involved, but I didn't write it. But of course, you regret that. But I think the one thing I regretted, I always really admired Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And when I did that story on those tapes with he and Naomi Campbell, afterwards, I felt his mom's my friend. I really like him. Why did I do this?
Well, tell us about the tapes for those who don't know the story.
It was a really sexy tape where he was talking to her and over the phone, because he tapes all his phone conversations, and somebody that worked for him, I guess that got fired, took the tape out the house, and in turn somebody played the tape for me, and we called it Slygate. But he was telling her things that he would like to do with her over the telephone.
Cindy was talking about the fact that she's never been sued, but I was sued in 1992 for $30 million by Claudia Schiffer.
I remember that.
Because I printed a topless photo of her, topless. And it was taken backstage. It was very innocent, and there's just a little story I wrote saying that she, it was obviously real, that she didn't have a boob job, and she should be proud.
So where'd you come up with the $30 million?
She slapped me with she makes what, $30,000 a day, and she's going to sue me for $30 million? We settled out of court.
Well, you do wear Gucci.
Well, yes, that's true.
What is this with the wedding gifts? Tom Arnold just recently got married to a very lovely lady, Julie. But I understand something happened between the wedding gifts, a big mix-up.
Geary's is a very fancy store in Beverly Hills, and apparently both Roseanne and her ex-husband Tom Arnold registered at Geary's to get their very expensive wedding gifts, and somehow they delivered some of Tom's gifts to Roseanne's house.
No!
She called up in a fury and had them brought back, and she said he would have been better off registering at Kmart.
Oh gosh. Oh. This summer I did a movie.
She never has a good word to say about Tom.
I just did a movie with Tom Arnold, a John Landis movie called The Stupids, which you'll be seeing this week.
Oh, wow.
And I really, thanks. What a wonderful guy. I love that Tom Arnold.
He's very likable.
I think he's just a dream, and his new wife is a lovely lady. That, I gotta say that. They were just great folks. You had a question. Come on, stand up.
Whatever happened to Madonna? Like, she just...
Madonna is
blew out of the
prepping for
picture.
Evita.
Yeah, she's in Europe now making the film.
No, the film is going to be. She's
I mean,
working on the album.
working, yeah.
She's working on the album in Europe, and she's
now.
very much in love with her trainer, who she fell in love with, Carlos Leon.
Antonio will be there.
But I think she will definitely be having an affair on that set. If this is the last thing Madonna does, she's going to have Antonio Banderas.
And wait
they
a
will have
second,
it.
what you might
They will
not
do
know
it.
is she has had Antonio Banderas. You didn't know this, but after she did Truth or Dare, that movie, there were photographs taken of Madonna and Antonio in a restaurant, Chianti, together in LA. The photographer who took them didn't know who the guy was, and he showed me the pictures recently. He said, this is Antonio Banderas with the date on it. So they have had dates already very secretly. he was married then, too.
I wonder how Madonna attracts guys. I mean, you know, because does she do that coy little look, or she say, "You here now"?
I think it's a mixture of both, because she's very much that coy, demure personality, but then at the same time, she's very aggressive, and she gets what she wants.
Yeah.
You know, when you got millions,
Carlos Leon's
it's easy.
ex-girlfriend is Sally Rice, a singer with the band Oscar, and she has still dibs on Carlos for some reason. This guy, I don't know, they're so close.
I tell you, he's fine.
He's very,
The
very
man
hot.
looks good.
The girl has taste.
She left a message on the girl's answering machine saying, "Leave him alone. Have some dignity, you bleep." And she's talking about dignity. Woo.
Oh, what do you say, sir?
What do y'all know about Dennis Rodman?
I love Dennis.
We're Chanel's best in Chicago.
He's dating up a storm. It seems like everywhere I go, there's a girl that's dated Dennis Rodman. He really gets around. Women love him.
I hear he has quite a snake.
He.
They like that bad boy thing.
Madonna wanted to have a baby with
I hear he has
Dennis.
a snake this big.
It looks like a garden snake from that right there. Yes, ma'am.
I just would like to know.
Don't look at me.
I just would like to know about Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, I understand that he's going to be one of the celebrities participating in the 1 Million Man March on Monday. Yeah, I do. I've heard that. Rumor has it.
Great. We'll talk more about that. Also, some folks were asking about John Travolta, and I'm sure there are those of you in the audience who have your favorites. More gossip when we come back. The lady over here is about to jump out of her seat if I do not ask you guys about, come on, the finest man on TV.
Keith Hamilton Cub.
Ask Rolonda.
Ask me. He plays Noah on All My Children, and he surprised us on the show one day, and I have people ask about him all the time. One of the sexiest scenes in soap operas, I understand, it coming up. Any word on him?
Well, you know what? I met him. Very, very nice guy. No. I met him. He's like kind of like Madonna's boyfriend. So fine, it'll make you slap your mama. You know, he's really, really fine and was very nice. My friend embarrassed me because my friend Marvette said, "She just adores you." So then I just made a beeline for the next door. I said, "I'll interview you another time," and ran. I was so embarrassed.
Robert De Niro and Ashley Judd?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They met on the set of a movie called Heat, and there was a lot of heat.
There's a lot of heat?
A lot of heat.
Oh, what kind of heat?
Well, she is like half his age, and they are still pretty much
I
together.
think that relationship ended after that film ended.
She's seen Val Kilmer, too.
No, she's still seeing him. That's why, he gets a little touchy when the film crews are in his face. He doesn't want to talk about it.
He's trying to get PR.
I have two questions. Can you tell me about Wesley Snipes and Will Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith is dating Jada Pinkett. And
look, this lady looks upset. Why are you upset?
He was my man.
He was your man until Jada came along.
Yeah. No, he and his wife Cherie broke up around 6 months ago. And in fact, she and Jada had some kind of altercation on the set of The Fresh Prince not long ago. But he's been with Jada Pinkett ever since. And they're like inseparable like this.
Wow.
Yeah. And Wesley Snipes is one of these free agent type guys. You see him out all the time. Different woman here, different woman there.
He's having a good time.
He's having a good time.
Brad Pitt. Anything on Brad Pitt?
Well, from what I hear, he is very much in love with Gwyneth Paltrow.
You broke more hearts with that news right now.
He in fact, when Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman were here in New York to promote the film To Die For, he bummed a ride off Tom Cruise on his jet just to fly to England to tell Gwyneth, "I love you, I miss you." I mean, this guy is in love.
And he's not a big flirt. Brad Pitt is the most faithful boyfriend. He never cheats on his girlfriends.
He's 11 years
totally
old.
happy with one Such a good catch.
Who do you want to know about? What gossip do you want to know?
Okay, I need to know about Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, and of course, a lot of us over here, Malik Yoba. What do we have on Malik Yoba?
I see Malik out a a lot, and I never see him out with a date. He's on the Wesley Snipes free agent trail, I think.
Malik does a lot of work with kids, and let me tell you something. Malik Yoba told me he'd like to do the Rolonda show, so maybe one day he'll come on and we'll ask him all those questions. Yes, ma'am.
I just like to ask. I just like to ask whatever happened to Magic Johnson. How's he doing? Is he okay? What is he doing now?
He looks okay. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. He looks okay. He had a fundraiser here in New York. He looked pretty good.
Come on, stand up.
I want to know, I understood that Gladys Knight just recently got married.
Yes. Yeah. She married Les Brown, and they did it a quickie in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Congratulations to them. Absolutely. What about John Travolta?
He's another hot movie, Get Shorty, which is another Oscar caliber performance from Mr. Travolta.
Really?
Let me tell
So
you,
he's back in the saddle and doing great.
He owns all these planes, and he recently bought property in an airport community, and you can just taxi your plane in like other people are driving cars down the street. Just drive your plane down right up to your house. So I guess he's going to build property there because he owns 3 planes.
No problem. Yes.
Whatever happened to Don Johnson? Being that Melody Griffin.
Whatever happened to Don Johnson?
He was supposed to have a TV series on this fall, but when his marriage fell apart, he couldn't concentrate on his work anymore. The network is very upset because Don was the brains behind the show.
Next Kevin Costner movie.
He can't get his act together.
Yeah,
he's really a mess. He's really a mess.
And one last quickie before we take this break. Michael Jackson. Anything lately, Leon
He's
Bryson?
in New York City right now with Lisa Marie. I saw him with my 2 own beady eyes at the Four Seasons last week. And he's here getting ready for the HBO concert.
Okay. Well, Michael, Lisa, welcome to the Big Apple.
Michael gave a big donation to the 1 Million Man March.
Okay. And we'll be right back in just a minute. We'll be back. There's something worth talking about on Rolonda.
It's been so long. Have you ever thought of me after all these years?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're reuniting first loves on the next Rolonda. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed a break from OJ and the rest today and just got a little good gossip. Did you guys enjoy yourselves today? Good. Don't forget Iron Rose, Cindy's new book. And Cindy, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Nice book.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Still want the jacket? Cindy,
Tell her she can want the chainmail thing around her neck, and you can get the jacket.
if I
Chainmail, this is gold.
if you give me well, if you give me the chain, I'll give you the jacket.
No, but I'll take the jacket anyway.
You'll take the jacket. Cindy Adams hit me up for my own jacket at her book signing party. I told her I'd think about it. Should I give her my jacket? Yes! Yes! I love you, on the next Rolonda.